What's up, guys? We're here to talk about a brand new desk from Omnidesk, local company here in Singapore. If you guys know them, you know them. If you don't, check them out. They make some really cool height adjustable desks. Anyway, they got a new tabletop in the mix from the Ichi collection. It's called the Kawa. Omnidesk likes Japan, of course. Can't travel, so we get a tabletop called that. And it's teak wood, epoxy resin in the middle. You can obviously have your various different options of that. Each piece is original. You'll never find two pieces exactly the same. It's been in the house for a couple days. Let's talk about it. Before we get into things, big thanks to Omnidesk for sending this over for me to test. However, we're not paid or sponsored for this review. My thoughts and my thoughts only. Okay, let's get into this bad boy. If you've never used a height adjustable desk before, once you do, you will be spoiled. Case in point, I've been actually using an Omnidesk for the past year. Obviously a different tabletop. It goes up to 125 centimeters to the highest level and then down to 60 centimeters. It does have some sensors, so if you do have kids, dogs, or Zachy gets underneath your table, it will let you know. And will obviously adjust so it doesn't hit anything. So there is safety involved with this. You can also pre-program your settings in there to various different memory functions on that. So you are good to go, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not because I don't know how to count. It's so I can set different height adjustments inside the desk. But it always helps when I forget it comes after 3, because I do need help with my math sometimes. I failed at math. This tabletop, the Kawa tabletop, is unique. As I mentioned before in the opening of this video, each piece of wood is unique to it. You'll never find two exactly the same. You've got this epoxy resin here, which is blue. There's multi-layers that go into this. If you look at it very closely, it looks like a river. Very peaceful. Ichi collection, Kawa tabletop. I'm feeling like I'm in Kyoto right now. I'm in my living room, so, because I can't travel. None of us can. So I have a tabletop to remind me of Japan. Thanks, Omnidesk. Arigato. This is teak wood, so this is a very, very beautiful wood. As you're gonna notice on the curves right here, it has curvature to this because this is very natural in its cut and how it works. Now, this does come in a variety of different sizes, just like the other Omnidesk tables, but of course, because it is natural wood, you're not gonna always get 72 inches, 60 inches, or 48, or whatever size they have. It might vary by a couple different inches. Case in point, I had the 72-inch desk previously. This one is a little bit shorter, but I do not mind it because I absolutely love the design and the grains of this wood, the way that it comes in. It looks like it's from one piece of wood right here. It just sort of merges in the middle. The patterns are very, very similar on each side. And of course, it looks beautiful with this epoxy resin. Now, this epoxy resin is interesting because it does give you a little bit of a translucent feel to your table, but there is no ridge. If you're wondering if you're gonna feel this where the epoxy resin ends and the wood meets, you do not. They've done a phenomenal job in terms of sanding this down to make it actually perfect. Has a nice little bit of a coat to it, but this is wood, so it will scratch. But even if it has some fine scratches, you're not gonna see any sort of like white marks into the wood. It just naturally goes into it. But if you're gonna drink coffee or wine, as Zachy always says, hashtag use a coaster. Because unless you wanna add character to your table, which I don't want to do, because this has to go back, and I don't think they wanna see wine, Chianti on their table, because that doesn't go with the Japanese feel.
Chianti?
Chianti. Chianti is a nice red wine from Italy. You never had Chianti? The cool thing about this tabletop, which I actually prefer over the other ones, is this does not feel like a work desk. Of course, you can game on this, you can do other things, but this also can be part of your living room. It can be your furniture. I'm putting the cameras that I review a lot on this tabletop, just to kind of show off the cameras a little bit, because they all go back sooner or later, and then I cry. But nonetheless, it does add a little bit of a nice element. And of course, I've got my Mandalorian helmet here. I've got my very cool Batman and Wonder Woman statue there. Sort of a, ode to my comic book days that I enjoyed collecting. Batman. I like Batman. Hence the Batman chair in the room. Yeah, I like Batman. But that's pretty much it. I mean, in a nutshell, if you want to put a monitor arm on this, you might find it a little bit challenging because of the curvature of the wood. So I would recommend if you want to put a monitor, use a stand for the monitor here, or you could use something like this as well, just to sort of, keep it there. But cable management will be a little bit of a challenge. Now, Omnidesk, underneath the desk, Zachy will go underneath the desk in just a second to show you what it looks like. There is a cable management bar, but it is not as good as what Secret Lab is doing with the Magnus, unfortunately. So you will see some cables that will come off the back end of this, but just make sure to tie them up to look as neat as possible, run them into the cable management, and you should be good to go. But again, it's meant to show you the piece of wood. It's not meant to drill a hole in the middle of this like you would see on other desks. You don't want to do that. Please don't ask your installer to do that. It will ruin the whole aesthetic of this table. Because you never know, one day you might want to roll this around and put it to a different side, and then you've got a big hole in your wooden table, and that doesn't look good. You'd have to patch it up. You just don't want to do that. Also with the Omnidesk, you can actually put wheels at the bottom of it, so if you do want to move it around your home or your studio or your room, wherever you're going to put this desk, you can do so. And this helps out a lot because the desk is quite heavy, especially with this Kawa tabletop on it. So wheels are definitely, in my personal opinion, a must-have. Those are my thoughts on the table, to be honest with you. It's pretty much straightforward. There's really not much to say in that regard. You can choose the various different woods. You can actually go down to the showroom if you're in Singapore to select your tabletop. And if you're not a fan of the blue, they actually have a pure wooden tabletop. It is much thicker than this and it's much heavier. But I'm also hearing that Omnidesk might come out with other colors in the very near future. So do take a look out on their website for that if and when it comes out. Don't have any confirmation on it yet, but I'm hearing this could be a possibility. So you could actually add some unique colors to this as well. But I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's in my living room right now, and this is a piece of furniture. So I can actually just kind of bring this down a little bit. And I can, you know, put things there, and yeah, it looks great. This can be part of my living room now. I can sit on it too. It can hold my weight. But I don't want to do that. Should I do it, Zachy? Ooh, this is exciting. Wow. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I can have fun with my Omnidesk in a different way. Whee! Ah!
It works!
It works!
It works!
Yay! Yay! That is the Omnidesk Kawa Tabletop Ichi collection. The price point on these are quite expensive, to be honest with you. So, these are an investment piece, depending on the piece that you can get, can run up to a couple $1,000s and more. You know, if you're looking for something unique in your home or in your office or your studio, or if you want a great table for your living room or dining room, do take a look at this. I think you might enjoy it, and because it does give you that functionality to be a workstation. You can, it's height adjustable. You have all your cable management underneath it. I think it fits a lot of people's needs out there. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on the Omnidesk Kawa tabletop from the Ichi collection. Absolutely love it. It's beautiful. I definitely would recommend investing in something like this. If you need something for your home, your office, your studio, you want something different from the standard desktop, this is a beautiful piece and one that you're gonna keep for years. So with that, yeah, I mean, I'm a fan. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Would this be a tabletop that you would invest in, or would you rather just get a standard one? Or are you debating between getting this or the Secret Lab Magnus desk that we reviewed? Well, actually, we might do a comparison between these two, and we'll let you know our thoughts on that video coming up very, very soon. Anyway, guys, take care, stay safe, and I'll chat to you in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It helps out the channel quite a bit. Take care, guys. This table is art. It's not just a table, it's a piece of life. The wood had life. The epoxy resin, not really, but the wood had life. Arigatos.